I was playing basketball with my friend, and he said something that made me really mad.
It's not easy to forgive when we feel like that, is it?
Who said anything about forgiving? Besides, I've forgiven him before. Do I have to forgive him again?
In the Bible, Peter asked Jesus a question just like that. Peter asked if he should forgive someone 7 times.
7 times? That's a lot. What did Jesus say?
Jesus said we should forgive someone 70 times 7 times.
Let's see, 0 times 7 is 0, and then 7 times 7 is... Wait, I'm supposed to forgive him 490 times? How am I supposed to keep track of all that?
That was Jesus' point. We aren't supposed to keep track. We're just supposed to forgive, every time. Jesus told a story so Peter could understand. A king had a servant who borrowed millions of dollars from him.
That's a lot of money. You could buy a lot of basketballs with that.
Right, and there was no way the servant could ever pay the king back. The king ordered that the servant and his whole family be sold. That meant they would all be slaves, even the kids. The servant begged the king for more time to pay the debt.
So did the king give him more time?
No, the king did something even better. He forgave the servant's debt. He erased it, like it had never even existed.
Whew! The servant must have been happy.
He was. Then the servant left the king and went to another servant who owed him money. Not millions like he had owed the king, not even $500,000. The guy owed the servant a few $1,000s. The servant demanded instant payment. The man begged and pleaded, but the unforgiving servant wouldn't listen. He had the man arrested and put in prison until his debt was paid.
That's awful.
The king thought it was awful too. In fact, when the king found out what happened, he ordered the unforgiving servant to come back.
Uh-oh.
The king asked the servant why he had been so unforgiving when the king had forgiven his huge debt. Then he put the servant in prison until the debt could be paid. Jesus said that when we don't forgive others with our whole heart, we are just like that unforgiving servant.
Ah, I get it now. Since God forgives me all the time for small things and big things, I should do the same and forgive others.
Well said, my friend. Well said.